Hey everybody, my name is Ben. I'm the owner of Vernon Dog Training. Today we're going to be going over place training and how do you teach your dog that for the first time. I'm going to use my dog, my Border Collie Pete. Bien. Whenever we're teaching our dog to do a command, we want to use a reward. We want to teach our dogs to do a task. We want to reward them. We want to find out what motivates them. For Pete, I'm going to be using his food. I'm not using treats. I'm using his actual food that he's going to be eating throughout the day. So let's get started. Place. Yes. Good boy. Free. Cushy. Good. When we're teaching our dog a new task, it's helpful to use a leash. By using the leash, we're able to guide them where we want them to go. Think about using this as like the bumper pads when you're going bowling. It helps. We want to get to the point where we can take the leash off and we can have our dogs do the positions without our help. But in the beginning, we want to make sure that it's as easy for them to understand, and we want to make sure that they are enjoying the training as much as possible. So we're going to be using a reward pretty much every time they do the command. So right now we're going to be in a continuous payment schedule. That'll be something we'll explain in another video. But right now it's just going to be every time that I tell Pete to go onto place, I'm going to reward him for doing that action. Place. Yes. Good boy. Place. Good job, buddy. Good job. So whenever your dog is on place, we only want to release them whenever we're ready. Right now I'm doing this at a public park. So there's a guy riding around with a four-wheeler. There's people walking around the tracks. There's cars going by and everything. I want my dog to stay committed to the command. So even if I were to step back, I want my dog to stay there. So what you can do too is to start incorporating some distractions, just some different movements. Teaching your dog, just because I walk away doesn't mean you get to get off. If your dog gets off, it's not a problem. You're just going to put him right back on. Just to re-emphasize to them what we're doing and teaching them that command. Right now I'm just going to keep just feeding Pete, just to show him, hey, good things happen when you're on place. This is a great spot. This is where I want you to be. There's no reason for you to get off because I have everything that you need. This is awesome. Look at me. Good job. Now, whenever I want my dog to get off, I'm going to use a release marker. So I would say the word free. By saying free, I'm telling him that he can get off now, that the task is over. Now, he's wanting to go back because he knows he gets food when he goes onto it. Good job. Free. Now, sometimes you can reward that. I'm not going to reward it for Pete because he knows the situation. He's just trying to game the system. But for your new dog, when you're teaching your dog this command, I would recommend it. I would encourage it. I would reward that because it's a good thing. We want our dogs to want to do the behavior that we're asking them to do. If your kid comes to you and says, Mommy, I made the bed this morning, you're not going to go, I don't care. I didn't tell you to do that. No, you're going to be like, hey, great job. That's awesome. I'm so happy that you tried to make me happy. You tried to do what you're supposed to. We want to encourage good behavior with our dogs as much as possible. Place. Good. Free. Now, I'm not going to reward him every time because my dog knows what to do. With your dog, you can reward as much as possible. And then as they start to get the understanding and the full grasp of it, then you can start to ease up on the feedings. But when it comes to training, I want to reward my dog at any point for doing good behavior. I want to teach them, the more that you listen to me, the more you engage with me, the more that you do this good behavior, the more that I'm going to reward you, whether that's food or toys, frisbee, ball, whatever it is that motivates your dog. I also want to come at it from different angles. So he knows place. Good boy. That he knows to continuously do that from whatever angle. Even right there, I dropped the food, which was great. He went to break from it. Because he's on a leash, I'm able to stop him, and I'm able to teach him he doesn't get to get off just because there's food on the ground. Good job. You could incorporate a leave it command with that. I think that's really beneficial too. And they all just go together. Free. Place. Good boy. As your dog progresses, you can start doing longer distances, and you can start sending them from different angles, different difficulties. Free. Place doesn't have to be a specific box or a specific bed or anything. I think as long as you teach your dog what the command is and you are very precise with it, Pete can't misunderstand this. He sees there is a platform and I'm saying place and I'm pointing to it and I'm guiding him to it, especially with on the leash. Good boy. Now there I didn't tell him to do anything, but I'm still going to reward him just because I want to reward good behavior. Like I said, this is going to be totally dependent on you and your dog. Right there, I'm not going to reward it. I don't want it to become just a system where he's not just going straight to the box to get on it. I want him to do it whenever I'm doing it. Now this one isn't very big. It's a very small platform. But if you have a dog bed, or preferably a raised bed would be better, because there's a huge difference between me standing on this versus me standing on the sidewalk or even off of it. If our dog steps off of it without us giving them permission, we want to make sure that we're putting them back on. So in the beginning stages, your dog should be on a leash until you can build up on the duration piece of it. Free. Good boy. Free. Now right there, that's different. He made eye contact with me and I rewarded that. Like I said, I want to reward good behavior. My dog is focusing on me and he's not focusing on his surroundings. Like I said, we're at a park, so there's ducks and there's all kinds of other things that would be distracting to him. If he's focusing on me, I want to reward that. Good job. All right. Place. Good boy. So this is what I'm saying. We want to start working on some different distraction pieces as your dog progresses. If your dog fails at any point during this, it's not a problem. You just need to go from this level to maybe this level or even farther down. Don't feel like it's discouraging. Your dog training is a journey that you're starting at one point and you're trying to get to the end goal. It's all about finding what is your goals and trying to figure out how can we get to that point. Good job. Good boy. Good job, buddy. All right, whenever we're done, I'm just gonna say, free. Good boy. All done. All right, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and be ready for more videos in the future.